Hey guys, welcome back to the news presentation. I'm here, Sarah Mahdi, and today I'm going to present a very interesting and amazing and hot news in front of you all. And you are watching on the 10th November of 2025. And now I'm going to start with our front page, and don't miss these news. And so let's get started. And in the front page, we can see this is wow, this is very beautiful picture. And let's see what is this actually. And the Chittagong Development Authority is digging 36 canals across the port city to restore its waterways. With the work at least 20 canals completed, many appears healthy. The photo shows in a Rosakali Canal in Bakalia area. And here you can see, of course, this is the Chattogram port. And here you can see so many large big buildings and medium and also lower things are here, you can see. And maybe this looks like a road because some of the vehicles are running or going on between these through these roads. And wow, here is the canal, here is the canal, and going and connected with a large river. And this looks totally beautiful and amazing. Of course, we started with the amazing one. And also we can see this is what is actually, that is Bahrain's rice bowl is running dry. Here you can see the underwater level versus rainfall. Here you can see the rainfall is in a yellow, or I mean blue color, and the groundwater level is in the red color. And you can see in the bottom there are so many years, you can see. And mainly these are in millimeter and these in meter. And you can see the graph. Yeah, of course, this is a graph of that. And if you see it clearly, and also there are so many news under this, or the full things of this graph. And by the way, this is actually our first news, but we ignored, but no problem. We will present this now. And the first one is July Charter, that is deadlock drags on, pays one government to step in. And also one thing I saw here, that is this one, that is BNP warns government not Jamaat to invite parties to talks. Jamaat says those unwilling to take part in talks cannot be forced. SDB urges government not to shift burden for reform decision onto parties. And here we saw mainly, and we can see the July shirt is going on, and maybe this could be an election. Yeah. And so according to that, we saw this news in the front page, and of course the first news that was. And I can see one more thing. What is this? That is ACC2 COS alum SCAs over 10,500 crore taka graft. Here you can see. And one more thing which we can see here, that is this one. What is this here? The fire, no, I mean this is the waters. And let's see, police used water canals on the teachers government approved institution outside the monthly pay order MPO scheme as their attempt to break through a barricades near the secretaries in the Dhaka yesterday. The protesters on the banner of the semi-military non-MPO Wake Corporation demands inclusion of the institution of the MPO program. Teacher withdraw, suspension, vote to continue protest, and phase 3. And here we saw these are the MPO teachers, and you know there are some of the things going on about this. And the police are using the water canals, which you can see here from this machine or vehicle maybe. And you can see there are so many teachers are, this is called the outside the monthly pay order MPO scheme, which we can see here now. And another thing, oh, I scroll to my things. By the way, Bexim confirms launcher Taka 1,200 crore in 5 years from CID. And here you can see, and if you don't know the full meaning of this one, so this is the criminal investigation part. You can see this is in this place, and the full things are the full news you can see under this headline. And now we'll go to our next page. And in this page, we can see this is our first one. And here, Bangladesh Chief of Army Staff General Waqar Rahman and visiting Pakistan Naval Chief Admiral Naveed Ashraf posed for a photo at the Army headquarters in the capital today. The Pakistani Navy Chief arrived in Bangladesh on a 3-day visit. Here we can see this is actually, I think you already thought this is a naval officer because he wear white what you can say, white clothes. Yeah, you know that. And this is the mainly the our General Wakruzaman, and this is the Chief Army of Bangladesh, and this is actually Pakistan Naval Chief Admiral Naveed Ashraf. Here you can see he visited in the Bangladesh for 3 days, and he welcomed. I mean, this officer welcomed him in the Dhaka headquarters, army headquarters in capital. And then we can see this one, that is fighters hold it up in Rafah, won't surrender. Say Hamas one Palestinian killed Israeli drone attack in southern Gaza. And one more Palestinian died, or I mean killed, in the cause of the strike of the drone from the Israel and in the southern Gaza. And this means the clash is still going on between these two countries. And also, you know, there are some of the things, some of the countries are, some of the countries like, you know about this very well, and mainly Hamas and other things. And yeah, we can see that is here. Dhaka slums is not seeing remark on Yunus, and this is the full thing you can see. And I already described, or I already told the headlines of this place here, and the other things which you can see here. We already described about the headline in our front page, and these are the full description. Of course, you can see these are here, and I think you can see this now. And now we will go to our next page. In this page, in the first thing we can see this is, and let's read. Maybe here is a meeting or discussion is going on. By the way, children rescued and rehabilitated by a non-governmental organization along the experts and rights activists, and discussion titled "Disadvantage from a Young Age, Young Journalist, Change Makers Org Action for the Vulnerable Children" at the Daily Stress Center yesterday. Here you can see this is the Daily Stress Center, and here are so many people which you can see behind of them. Mainly, maybe these are disadvantage from the young age. Maybe they took them into their, the journalists took them, and they too deserve a dignified life. Also, street children now stand they question policymakers, experts on right justice and discussion. And we can see some of the questions they asked, and let's read also those. If a street child harassed by police, where can they go for justice? And there are a lot to protect us, but why don't they work in real life? How to stop people from using children in political program? How to constitution ensure rights of street children? And mainly the street children are in a very suffer, of course, because they might be orphans, and also many more things. They don't have any space or exact things. Of course, they are very sad, and of course they need to know the answers of this. And what we can see more, yeah, we have this one. That is cancellation of music teachers post. Udiji holds musician protest police of students march near Shilpakal Academy. Here you can see so many things or placards also say may be said. They handed, and they are in a, what are they, you know, rally maybe, this type of things. And you know that some of the days ago the government canceled of music teachers, you know, mainly against that. They are talking about those. And yeah, in the same thing that we can see, teacher withdraws suspension, vow to continue protest. And day at a glance, primary teachers go on strike for higher pay scale, classes at over 65,000 schools stay halted. Non-MPO teachers hold demo over MPO inclusion, attempt to march toward secretariat, and then police use water cannon sound grenades to disperse them. And here we can see these are. And another thing that is here, another very interesting thing, of course, that is conversing heritage of Churchogram. CDA plans to protect 76 historic sites. And here, do you know what is this? Let's read. If you don't know, that is the iconic Central Railway building, also known as CRB in the scenic hilly Tiger Pass area of Chattogram City. And this is mainly a railway station. Wow, this looks very good. And yeah, I want to show this is, yeah, now look at here in a large, and this looks very good, and I'm literally surprised that this is actually a railway building. Wow, this looks very good. And this, you can see also the red color, and red is a very historical or traditional color, you know, for older things, and so many things are here. And now we will go to our next page. And here our first thing is a flock of geese glides across the water of a real Khan River, searching for foods along its shore area. As the weather begins to cool, making the arrival of the winter, these water birds must keep up their feeding to endure the colder months. The photo was taken from the Chor Manai area of Burshal yesterday. Here we can see there are so many geese are here into the shore. We might be saved, and these are of course into the water. And there's our people is running, seems like, maybe he's working on this. Maybe these geese are him. And what you can see, and another thing that is 6 more die of dengue, 1,195 get hospitalized. Wow, this is very huge amount, and of course, this is a very horrible thing for all of the for all of us, because we can see this is not also all together. This is only about last 24 hours, which you can see here. At least 6 dengue patients died, while 1,195 others were hospitalized in last 24 hours till 8 a.m. yesterday. Here we can see this very harmful thing that dengue is going on. We have to be more careful about this. And now we can go to our international news. And our first thing is this one, that is people remove debris after a tornado with the winds of up to 250 kilometers per hour stuck Rio Bonito of this looks like something their own language actually. And Parana State, Brazil on the Saturday. Authorities say the tornado killed at least 6 people and injured about 750. Here you can see the tornado was destroyed this. What is this? Maybe this may be a supermarket, because something we can see in this place. That's why the total destroyed this way, and some of the vehicles and machines are working to fix this. And mainly that was destroyed by a tornado, and that was a huge, that it was because up to 250 kilometers. That's the huge, of course. And we can see here's a satellite, and what's the happening. UK, Germany warns of Russian satellite menace. Targeting communication satellite can impact things like satellite emergency and telecoms and broadband satellite internet access. Here you can see the full things. The UK and Germany warns of Russian satellite, and which name is Menace. And then what are more? Yeah, we can see also this one, that is 67% of polling station, and we also saw this in our front page. And one more new thing is here. There is Trump program edit. UK minister says claims BBC misted viewers incredibly serious. Here you can see the full news under, wow, wait, the full things under this headline. And now we can go to our next page, and which is called editorial. And well, we are now here, and which is our first thing. Yeah, this is the July Charter drive losing its way? And you know, there is a question, or we can say an editorial or in an opinion page. And another thing on the question is, do Jahanara's allegation really surprise us? And you know, he told about some of the Bangladesh women's cricket team, mainly about the Jahanara's allegations. And our next page, we can see this is the first one. Can Mamdani deliver on the issues that secured his win? And you know that he won the mayor of New York, which we saw last some days ago. The election was, and he won in between through these persons. Another one, that is remembering Roshana Jihad, my sister, teacher, and comrade. Wow, the one thing is sister, also teacher, and also comrade. And we can see this was our news, and now we will move to our sports news. Finally, we are in our sports news, and we are starting with a very, very interesting thing, of course. And this is this one which you can see. First of all, I will show you a picture. Are you familiar with this very young guy? And maybe you're familiar who are the cricket lover from a very early time. And he is, of course, a very I think you can see by reading this. 2 decades, a faded cap, a lasting legacy. A color, yeah, let's also read from this place. The color faded long ago. Even the Bangladesh Cricket Board logo was turned blurry, holding a discolored chest cap against the handle of his bat, which Rahim posted a photo on social media with the caption reading champion, companion through every rise and fall. And I think you also already remembered he was not another than he is Mushfiqur Rahim, and who will the Bangladesh most experienced cricketer is said to take the field for his 99th test in the Sylhet against Ireland. If all goes well on November 19th in the Mirpur, he will become the first Bangladeshi ever to play 100 tests, a historic milestone. Of course, it's a very historic milestone for the Mushfiqur Rahim, because he will be the first creator of for Bangladesh who played 100 test match. And now we can see this is the picture, and this is Nazmul Hossain Shah, the captain of Bangladesh, and also the captain of Ireland, and they handed a trophy here. Let's read from here. Bangladesh captain Nazmul Hossain Shanto and Ireland skipper Andrew Bolbiri posted with a George Bangladesh Ireland test stopping in front of the iconic Ali Azmat clock near Keene Bridge in Sylhet yesterday. The first of the two-match series begins in the tomorrow at the Sylhet National Cricket Stadium, followed by the second test in Mirpur on November 19. Recently, resumed title as test captain, Shanto will lead Bangladesh through 2025 to 2027 World Test Championship WTC cycle. Bangladesh is still searching for their test win in the cycle after a lose and draw against Sri Lanka. Currently sit 7th with 4 points. The upcoming test against Ireland, however, are not the part of WTC. And we have our last news, you might be saying, and this is this one, that is Jahanara, about the Jahanara allegations, and BCP promises zero tolerance regardless of ranks. And here you can see what he actually told about the allegations, and here you can see the full thing. By the way, this was our today's news. I think you all enjoyed this very much because we saw there are so many new and interesting things and so many very, very amazing things we saw today, and I think you all enjoyed this very much. And I will see you in the next day with a new news which I will present. And of course, you know that I present day by day. So to get the today's news, of course, subscribe our channel and follow our page to get everyday's news. So that's it for today. Al Hafiz.